Sunglasses. What'd you do with them?
They're in their trailer.
Alrighty then, what is up, Gooder Gang? You know what time it is. It is Wednesday, 8 o'clock. No, I'm just kidding. That was an April Fool's joke. It is not Wednesday at 8 o'clock. It is Friday at 7 o'clock, and we are at a cook-off. Another on-location event. How are you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. We are out here at the Alvin Music Festival. I have a co-host, Miss Shell Leach from Smoke Like a Girl. How are you, Shell?
I'm good, Rob. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are things going with you?
They're going really good. We're going to wind down wind season at work. 8 months of working my butt off, so a little more time to join you for some cooks.
All right, let's say hello to the people in the chat real quick. Daddy Dutch, as always, is first in. Madwood Barbecue, hello. Judge Webb, what is up, guys? Who else is in here? Trumpet Master, my man. And get you a microphone. Johnny Maggs as well. What is up? All right, guys, so we're here at the Alvin Music Festival. We got a big event. How many teams are out here?
Gosh, I think we have, 160?
Yes.
160 teams.
160 plus teams. If you guys can hear us, let us know. I think you can, but I just want to make sure no one's really commenting on that. All right, so we're joined here. Our first guest of the evening is Mr. Robert Smith of First Class Barbecue. We're talking spices and barbecue today. As y'all can see right here, we have some First Class Barbecue spices. We'll talk to Robert. We'll talk to Robert here in just a little bit of that. So what's going on out here, bub?
Hey, there's a lot of teams. We're cooking barbecue.
A lot of teams cooking barbecue. How many teams out here did you?
I think they said like 120, 130.
No, there's 160.
160?
Yeah.
So I only have to beat 159. So I'm not dead last.
It's 159.
159.
How do you feel about that? You feeling pretty confident?
Yeah, I feel pretty confident.
Nice.
You know, I just don't want to be dead last.
Hold that up higher.
Well, as long as you're not dead ass last.
Exactly.
For dead ass last?
I don't know, but they should.
Loud and clear. Thank you. All right, guys. All right, Robert. So if you guys don't know Robert, he's one of the hottest cookers in barbecue, and I'm not just only talking about this right here. This barbecue physique. How long have you been working on this body you have right here?
Dude, I mean, at least, I don't know, probably 20 years.
Nice.
20 years. And again, just to touch back, you used to be in the rodeo business.
Yep.
Bull rider and
I fought bulls.
I was going to say, I don't think this is a bull rider physique.
No, I'd run from them.
A bull fighter.
Yeah.
So did you do your own makeup?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna surprise you guys one day. I'm gonna come out here in pantyhose and makeup, and I'll freak everybody out.
That would be awesome if you could do that.
I think the next cook we do, you are now obligated to at least have one.
Hey, I have worn a dress. So,
I have seen that at cook-off. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Robert Daddy Dutch is commenting. Robert's been killing it lately. Yes, absolutely.
It's barbecue. Barbecue's fun. You know, I go into every competition knowing that I'm going to get beat. So I have to go in there and put forth everything that I have so that I don't get beat.
Yeah.
So
all right. So we all know your accolades right now. You are one of the hottest cookers in barbecue at the moment.
Yep.
How does one become like that? I mean, what I mean by that is, when did you realize, hey, I'm on this street, let's ride this thing out, or something that changed what you were doing maybe a year and a half ago?
Yes. So I used to swing for the fence. Every contest that I went to, I was swinging for the fence. I wanted to win first place. Well, in the world of competition barbecue, it's not about first place. It's about competing in every single category and competing in every category. When I say competing in category, come in the top 10. You know, if you walk into a competition where there's 4 meats and you walk in 5th, you walk in 6th, you walk in 3rd, you walk in 4th, well, guess what? You got a pretty good shot at GCing.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
You know?
So, do you feel like it was just trying to find that place of consistency through each cook and trying to be consistent versus trying to win first place every time?
So what it was about learning my meat and learning the consistency of everything and learning the texture. If you can hit the texture, you can put any seasoning you want. You can use any seasoning that's out there on the market. If you learn your texture and learn what's good, you'll win every time.
All right, we got about 5 more minutes with you.
Yep.
Talk about these ribs right here. What do we got here? We got the Promised Land,
Promised Land
barbecue. The brisket seasoning. It says on the box or on the bottle right there.
Yep. It's got a little bit of red pepper flakes in it. It's got everything.
Perfect Storm is your all-purpose.
Perfect Storm is something that we actually we ran that for about a year before it actually hit the market. So last year we started running that on our ribs and on our brisket, and it just started dominating. But the biggest thing is I think a lot of people rush their seasonings, rush everything out to the market, and if it doesn't hit, then it's a flop.
How long was it before you made the decision that you were going to put these out there on the market, just kind of fine-tuning things?
Yeah, so I run them about a year. I'll run it a year, and if it doesn't make it, then it's on to the next one. We're going to have to figure something out. And you can probably run it about 2 or 3 comps and know.
Yeah.
Before you put a label on it.
Before you put a label on, you know if it's going to start hitting. And it's like I said, there's so many people out there that put rubs out there. You know, when we first started cooking barbecue 10 or 15 years ago, there was just one rub.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper and Williams rib tickler.
Tickler, and who was that Texas guy? He's still at the rodeo. He's still cooking.
John Henry. John Henry's always had
John
rubs.
Henry, and there was man, I can't think of it.
But it was really. I mean, we all ran the same thing, and what I came to find out is, and I was told by Stacy Brenneman, by of all people.
He'll be on just a bit, by the way.
He told me, he was like, look, he's like, a man told him that if you give him salt and pepper and ketchup, and he'll whoop your ass in texture all day long.
Nice.
I think that was Daryl Ward.
Yes, it was.
Darren Ward, the goat. The goat. All right, so before we let you get it, you have another question?
Well, I just want to say before we end, I think one of the things that I love most about you and First Class Barbecue is that it is a family affair.
Yes.
Your wife is involved, your daughter's involved. It's all of y'all, and it's truly a testament to what a barbecue family is.
It's great. It's great. You know, when we load up, it was funny because my youngest one, we call her Monkey. So she's 6. So she cooks barbecue when she wants to, but she found out there was a kids queue this weekend, and her first comments. Now she's 6.
Right.
Her first comment was, "Daddy, can we garnish?"
Hey, well,
That's awesome.
You're raising her right.
That is awesome. So she knows.
She knows.
She's putting some thought out there. She's thinking about her box.
Yes.
That's some good. That's a good trait right there. So she's not just thinking about how am I going to cook it. She's already thinking about this presentation and all of that. That's pretty solid. What's up, Carmen? Kevin Caldwell, Stephen Williams.
Yep.
We're here at Alvin. All right. So what is your role here today? I know you're cooking, but you also have another role. That's why you got to run real quick.
Yes. Yeah. So what I've got to do here is I've been cooking for Mr. Brennan. I've been cooking for them guys for about 10 years down here. So back when everybody was like, oh, you get over there, you get paid to go cook. No, I get paid to go cater and cook. So what we're doing today is we're actually catering this event, and we're also cooking for this event. So we've got, we started cooking this morning about 8 o'clock, so we're cooking ribs, chicken, we're doing the whole barbecue thing, and we've got to serve all them fine people tonight.
That fried chicken was awesome earlier, bro.
It was cool.
Good. French fries and fried chicken. Oh,
The fried
man.
chicken was great.
It was
And
good.
the great job
That's those non-flyers.
Yes.
That's what I like to call them.
Great job taking care of your sponsors. You know, cooking for them and catering, in addition to competing, is quite a feat to conquer. So
It is.
awesome.
So how do you like our chances in Team Big Horn Compound?
Top 5? I'm saying we're going to put 5 in the top 5.
Oh, shit. Calling the shot. Well,
The
5 in the top 5.
well, let's make that happen.
That's it.
All right, Bubba.
Yeah,
Oh, what are we doing here, man?
Hey, that's the confusing thing about this.
Oh, damn it. Look at this guy. We're good. We're
But-
good. All right, brother. Love you, man. I think I went hot here. There we go. All right, bro. Love you, man. Good
I'm
luck
out.
to you. Boom.
Thank you.
Put that down there. We're going to have Tim White come join us. Tell Stacy to get. He's on the clock. This is his party. We need Stacy over here. All right, there he was. Robert Smith, First Class Barbecue. We're going to have a Pitmasters out there. Shell, what do you think about that first one that we've had out here?
I'll tell you what, he's going to be a hard act to follow. He's definitely at the top right now of his game, but he's got some great competition out there.
All right, well, I did want to ask you some questions about your venture in the barbecue. You also have a team. It's called Smoke Like a Girl, right? You haven't cooked in a little while.
It's in the works.
How many events have you done yourself?
On my own, I did one. I failed miserably. It was Hold 'em and Hit 'em in 2018. But it was a great learning curve for me. I kind of had to put it on the back burner due to my work, and just life gets crazy. So I'm hoping within the next year or so I can kind of venture back into it, maybe hit a few here and there. I think my next one's going to be Tapper.
Tapper is your next one.
We'll get out there and see if I can hang with the big boys.
I think you'll be able to do that. I think
being a female in the barbecue world, it's a boys' world out there, and so I like the challenge of just seeing if I can hang around and keep up a little bit. So Rob's been really great. I've cooked with a few teams, but Rob's been a great mentor to me since 2018. I'm
excited for you to put it all together, and we'll see how you do.
Out here shigging this weekend.
That's right. We'll see how you do next couple weeks from now at Tapper. All right, we're going to bring on Tim White from American Made Cookers. Here, you can grab. I think it's easier to just put that one on. Look at me. I think it's easier to just put that on there and get you on there. All right, so we're visiting with Tim White, American Made Cookers. Tim, how long have you been doing this thing?
Oh, just over a year. About 16 months.
About 16 months. And what have you learned in the last year and a half? I'm sure quite a bit, but
I've learned more about competition barbecue in the last year than I ever have about anything. So, there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
I had no idea when I started. You just think that it's throw some meat on the grill. It's not. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, from the preparations of your injections to the combination of your seasonings to making sure your flavors marry with everything, all the way up to your glazes and how you box.
Look at that, a former co-host in the comment, Jason Druid, this show still sucks. Absolutely, top fan, Jason, I love it.
So, Tim, let me ask you, you said you've only been in this a short time compared to a lot of these guys out here.
I'm a newbie compared to some of them.
Your very first cook that you did, how did you do?
Okay, so my very first cook was a VFW importer, and
I've done that one.
Yep, it was I asked my wife, I was like, hey, I just want to go see how good I am. And at the time, if y'all remember, like, Jason Sagmiller was just on fire. He was several GCs, if you remember this time frame.
Yeah, we talked about that on the show just Wednesday.
Yeah, so I get out there, I don't get a chicken call, but I get a first place rib call.
Nice.
And I literally lost it. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was hooked from there. Like, it was like, just set the hook. I was done. I beat Jason Sagmiller. I was tickled pink. So, but yeah.
So that was it. That's where you got hooked.
That's where I got hooked.
I'm gonna do it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I just love it.
Well, I remember taking note of you. We were at the Tomball VFW. It was the short-lived, very inspirational, and very point from Texas Barbecue Society.
Yes, sir.
Y'all killed it out there, and you had a big group with you that day.
Yeah, yep.
What's going on with that group?
So they were the ones that actually got me into barbecuing.
Right.
They asked, hey, why don't you just come? We know you love to cook, and let's just see. And I looked at their first cook, and I was like, what are y'all doing? But anyway, so then I went back and did some research. But those guys they're great. They still are, barbecuing every now and then. I guess I took it to another step further. But yeah, that cook-off, I think that was an RGC for me.
Yeah,
I lost to Caldwell, I think.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Caldwell's in there.
I lost to Kevin Caldwell.
He'll be on it. All right, so fast forward to now. You are part of this group with Big Horn Cookers. How's that make you feel? I think you've been invited.
Man, I'm honored. When I talked to Stacy, and he was like, yeah, come on. So I'm extremely honored to be part of this group.
And so obviously you're coming to win, but how you feel about what's been going on? Where's your head at right now as far as arriving at a contest?
In preparation mode, honestly.
Okay.
Like I still got to do a few things to the meat, but right now it's all prep work.
How you feel though? Are you confident?
Oh, I'm always confident.
I love it. I
I'm
love
always
it.
confident. If you're not confident, you don't need to be out here.
Yeah, you know what? I've said that all the time on the show. You got to come out there with a good mindset.
Absolutely.
Put yourself in the right frame of mind, and that's what's going to help you in the long run for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, Bubba. There he was, Tim White.
There we are.
American-made cookers. I appreciate you coming on the show, brother. And let's go. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're all Team Big Horn.
That's it. We're all Team Big Horn today.
So good luck to you.
Thank you. Good luck to you as well.
All right, we're gonna bring on another Amp Mafia. Guys, hope you guys enjoying this. Can y'all hear? Oh, that was a great time. Candy's in the comments. All right, do your thing, bro. Oh.
Well, we're actually bringing on the second in charge. The Queen's over there taking care of business.
Yeah, I do. I'm not even cooking today.
All right, we're joined here by Adam Martinez from Damn If I'm Poe, also Amp Mafia, and Get Up Chucky.
That's it.
Put her a little higher up here.
All right.
All right. So
Yeah, I have.
So every time someone says "Get Up Chucky," what do you have to do? That's right.
Yeah.
Get up, Chucky. Come on, Shell.
I'll pass.
We're waiting on you, Shell. We're sitting here waiting on you.
Okay.
I got flexes, but it ain't,
I thought
right
she was
there.
a team player.
All right. So last time you were on the show, we were talking about some Amp products. I think you had two maybe on the market. Probably just the chicken one on the market.
Well, let's
What was your first
hold
one?
on, let's make something straight. I'm not calling you out. I was never on the show.
Yes, you have been.
No, I haven't.
Bullshit.
Michelle was.
Bullshit.
I
It
swear.
was
Miss
Michelle when
Michelle.
you did the girl show.
Wow, this guy.
Are you telling me you've never been on this
No,
show?
sir. No, sir.
Well,
Hey, I know this is third grade and I ain't been on the show.
hey, now's your time to shine.
Yeah.
That's not true. But if there's any fact checkers out there, what the fact checker? I think you have been on the show.
I haven't.
I guarantee you have been on the show.
No, sir.
All right. Well, anyway.
Yeah, anyway, let's go.
Well, it's your first time on the show.
Yes, and I'm excited. You saw I was kind of nervous at first. I've never been on the show.
You have the wrong Martinez.
Well, so in my mind, and the entire time when I'm looking for guests, I was like, all right. I always talk about who has been on the show because we want to introduce new people. But I in my mind, you've always been.
You popped my cherry
I know
today.
Michelle has been on the show.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you have been. But anyway, all right. So back when you got started,
yes, sir.
And then, but I want to talk about when the Amp Mafia, well, not Amp Mafia, when Amp Seasoning started.
Yes.
How did that come about? Were you just
Well,
mixing
you
stuff
know,
in your
you
own
know, now that we're open and me and Todd Nelson are good about it, we're going to tell you what happened.
Oh.
I was a big
had happened
I was a
was?
big Boyle local user, you know,
I loved it. Yeah.
you know,
Loved it.
Ambition,
Yeah.
you know, Paige, rest in
Right.
peace.
R.I.P.
I actually bumped into Todd and Leander, and I asked him for some Pollo Loco right before. It was like a Friday. He was like, "Hey, yeah, man, I'll give it to you. And just, you know, kind of hold up." I said, "Okay." So nothing happened. You know, I cooked. You know, the cook-off was over, and he was like, I saw him again. I was like, "Hey, Todd, can I get some Pollo Loco?" He said, "Man, I'll get you next time." So that's when this came out right here, baby. You know what I'm saying? I said, "You know what? Okay."
So Adam, what you're saying is, you say, ain't no next time. You
Ain't no
have
next
one
time. Ain't no
chance.
next time.
You
So I
have
came out
one
with an amp chicken.
chance.
Yeah. I mean, me and Todd are good to go. I mean, you know,
So
Todd
that
uses
was-
amp.
Chicken
So
was your first one.
yes. Yes, it
Chicken. All right. So that was a line of one. And then what year was that? Do you remember what year
was.
that?
2019.
19.
19.
Okay. So
Yes.
now we're, 20, 21, 23 years
Yeah.
later.
Three.
Hello.
It's 3.
Yeah.
3
Rob.
years. I know,
Three.
but it always feels like it's only 19. Feels like last
Yeah,
week.
yeah, it does.
Rob
All
had
right,
to
so-
count on his fingers
I
in
did.
case no one
1,
noticed.
2, 3.
3.
So, all right. So now let's fast forward to now. How many rubs are on your line?
I have
right
7.
now? You have 7
Yes, sir.
rubs. Can you name them real quick? Boom.
Yes. Chicken, pork, beef, chipotle, boom, blazing butt, and AP.
Blazing butt. I haven't tried that.
What?
Yes, sir.
Is that what's your newest one? Is it the blazing butt?
That's it. Blazing butt.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got that this weekend?
Yes, sir. Michelle does, not me.
Is it on the market yet?
No, nothing's on the market. You gotta, no. Yeah, people already ordered it.
All right.
You gotta inbox us, but yeah, it's out there.
Nice.
It's doing real good in Florida.
Michelle's watching. She says 8. You missed
Oh,
one.
8. Oh,
You missed one.
that's why it's all Michelle's products. Yeah.
All right, so but let's talk about your prowess. You've been killing it. You were killing it, and you're still killing when you cook. But you guys have this partnership to where sometimes she'll be cooking, sometimes you'll be cooking.
Yes,
How do y'all figure that out? Or
Michelle
is that
does
something
CBA,
purposely?
and I do IBCA.
Okay.
So it's up to Michelle really. She goes, hey, let me. I want to cook. So I don't. It's kind of it goes back and forth, but as long as I don't get too far behind. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, so you guys have gotten to go to some of the bigger contests in Houston
Right.
Livestock Show and Rodeo. Y'all went to the Jack.
and for the record, Michelle did cook those ribs in at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. For people that don't know,
Wait, shout out to
yeah,
Michelle.
she could have third place rib at the Houston Rodeo.
Congratulations,
Nice.
Michelle.
Thank you.
How about the
Oh.
Jack?
She cooked it. She cooked the rib. It was 9th place rib
That's
at
awesome.
the Jack. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
so my question,
Where's she
Rob,
at? Can we
is
get her?
where's
I'm just-
Michelle? I mean, I'm just asking.
She's injecting right now. She's injecting.
She's not injecting. She's
not.
watching. She's
Oh yeah, she's
commenting.
watching and injecting at the same time.
Once again, Michelle's pulling the weight. I'm just saying.
All Michelle's product, AMP. That is kind of funny. I don't know who was the first one to say that.
Everybody, honestly. I mean, you probably were the first one to say some trash like that.
No,
It's all good. It's
Wasn't
all
me.
good.
I wish I would have. I wish I would have
Yeah.
said. She's camera shy. She says.
Okay. Hey, but I got a special guest
But
today.
she's not. She's not walking the stage shy because she's been doing that. Who's your special guest today?
Alex Castro.
Okay, we'll get him on.
He's been
Yeah.
killing it, man. I mean,
He has been. We'll talk to
Yeah,
him for
he
sure.
did.
He
Yeah,
killed
he-
it at the Houston
he's-
Livestock Show.
Yeah,
Rodeo.
he did.
Now that he's in the house, I will definitely
Yeah.
get him on for certain.
Yes, sir.
But anything last thing you want to say before we get because we're gonna try and
Thanks
get
for everybody who supports AMP. I
Yeah.
mean,
the ant, that's one
Keep
thing,
going.
that's a question I had to do. The Ant Mafia, man, that is so cool. The support you have from your
Yes, sir.
from your guys that follow and use and support the product.
Yeah.
Your guys are bringing the heat, and that's really cool that you have this Ant Mafia. I remember
Yes.
being at a contest. There was a guy that's just walking around with a flag, a little Mikey, right? Rob?
Yeah, it was Mikey.
Walking around
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
flag, and I think that's really cool. We
You
got
got-
we got the flag flying
Yeah.
out here somewhere.
I'm going to take it back a little bit. When AMP started, okay? It was me, Ace Marquez,
Yeah.
Yep.
Eric Casada, which is Kinpo Cookers.
Okay.
And it was Carlos Tres back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
The real OGs.
The real OGs. There you go. Yeah, that's it. So I just want to shout out to my boy Eric
Nice.
and Ace Marquez.
Very cool. That's awesome, man.
Yes,
well,
sir.
congratulations on all the success. You guys are killing it. Like
Thank
I
you.
said, you guys are getting married soon, right? You and Michelle?
Yes, me and Michelle are getting married November 11th. November 12th, 22.
Oh, she's about
Yeah,
to
it was
call you
11
out
was the month.
again.
But yeah, 11, 12, 22.
Is she calling now?
Yeah. I love you, Michelle.
Yeah, you better throw that in there, Adam. I'm just saying.
So when are you cooking next? What's your what's on
Next
your books?
week's Cleveland, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
IBCA.
How you doing in the IBCA
I'm
ranking?
number 9 right now.
Number 9.
Fourth in ribs and
You
number
have
9.
till what? End of June. To
End
think
of
about-
June, yes.
End of June. You think you can make a push in there?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Still
Yeah.
early. Can you catch Jerry and Caleb?
Probably not. I don't cook enough.
right.
I know I'm almost tapped out, but they started pretty hard at the beginning.
Yeah,
so,
they
and
did.
I didn't. So, but if I can hit at least top 5, I'm good.
Well, I hope you can do that. That'd be cool.
sir.
And Michelle's
Absolutely.
climbing the ranks in CBA right now.
Yeah,
man.
she's doing. All she wants is she's after that rib.
That's
I'm
top
ranking in ribs.
Where's she at in the rib ranking?
Probably
right?
12th. 12th or 13th. I
Okay,
Get it,
cool.
girl.
She
Get
can-
it.
She got
Yeah.
plenty of time to do that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We go through the end of October, so
Yeah, you
she,
sure
she
do.
still has more than half the year to knock that out.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
Bubba. Well, I'm glad you're first time
Hey.
on the show. I
First
don't
time.
believe that.
First
but
time on the show.
I have to double check that. But
Can you get like an official invitation to the Wednesday night podcast?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Hey,
We'll
I'm
get 'em
I mean
on.
something.
We'll get him on for sure. And he's one of the guys that reps my sticker on his trailer. So
Always,
I
you
love
know.
it. I love you, man.
Hey.
You and I have been doing this for a little while.
For a while.
Doing it.
Yes,
butting
sir.
heads. I love it.
Thank you.
So congratulations on your
Thank
success.
you.
Thanks, Adam.
Keep
Yeah.
it up. You and Michelle, keep going. What you're doing, it's awesome, man. It's fun
Thank
to see
you.
the Ant Mafia.
Yes,
and,
sir.
And all of your 8 rubs. Probably 10 at the end
Yeah,
of the year.
yeah, probably so.
I gotta try that
Who's
blazing
counting?
butt though. I
Yeah,
like
talk to Michelle about the blazing
I
butt.
will, cause I need some help on pork right now. My
Rob will be
shit ain't
over there.
working no more.
Rob will be over there after the podcast, Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, save me some, Michelle, if you're watching still, cause my shit
All right.
ain't working no more. All right,
Okay,
Bubba.
guys, have a
Be
good
good.
one.
Be good. Thank you. Yes, sir. All right, there he was, Adam Martinez with AMP Products. Damn if I'm Poe. That was cool. I do not believe that was his first time on the show.
Rob, I promise we could go back. We'll go back to every podcast.
It's all there.
He
It's all there.
has not been on the show.
We can do that. We can.
Maybe like you had a vision of him or something, but no.
All right. All right. We're going to get another guest on. We got guests lined up. They're staring at me, and I love it. We'll get Alex on here. We'll get Kevin on here. But right now, we're going to bring Todd Nelson, and we have Britt Davis on here as well. So we're going to go an hour, maybe longer. Hope you guys can still hear very well. Look at this. I love it.
As long as no one comes up here and does the slap, the Chris Rock slap, just to get somebody out of the way, we're good.
I love how our studio changes every guest. Put that on. Put that on right here. Put that on your little lapel pin. Make sure everything's good. Todd Nelson, double barrel
Mr.
cookers.
Nelson.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
How are you, Todd?
Good, very good.
All right, we can hear you good. So, how are things going for you? Everything going well with you right now?
Very good, very good.
So, Todd, you've been at it for a long, long time, right? I've seen since I think I've been involved. I think you've been involved. When did you get started in the barbecue scene right here?
Me and my brother started back in late 80s.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
On wooden whiskey barrels.
Really?
Nice.
Like real whiskey. So
Yes,
this isn't the
from
first time
Jack
I've heard of
Daniels.
whiskey barrels. There's a famous story of Phil Breeden burning one up his very first time. So
Yeah, you got to water them down inside first.
you got to. There you go, Phil. There's
Phil,
where you messed up.
Phil probably didn't do that first.
No.
Phil probably didn't do
Phil
that.
thought if he drank the whiskey out of it,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like,
gonna
it's empty. Let's go. Light it up. Light it up. All right, so, man, late 80s.
Yes.
Can I ask how old you are right now?
47.
You're younger than I am, and you started in the late
Yep.
80s. Late 80s, I think I was doing like
Are you like
homework. I was doing homework. So you had to been late 80s, man. You were in the
Was it-
you were in your teens.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, about
I mean, did you know? I mean,
yeah, my brother graduated in 89, so we was cooking in like 87.
Where are you from, Todd? Where'd you grow up?
Columbus, Bernardo, Texas originally. That's where I live. So basically by Columbus. So Case Hahn and all
yeah.
them, we all went to school together.
Okay.
Did you go? Are you a Cardinal? Is that
Yep.
what it? Oh shit!
Holy
You
hell.
I did not know that. That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so talk about it up to now. So you double barrel cookers. When did that? Was it always there double barrel?
No, I didn't start that until 2010.
2010.
Yep.
Okay, so for people that don't know you, I don't know you don't do a whole bunch of these type shows, do you?
No,
I need to get
that-
you. Okay.
I've never been on this show.
No, I know that for a fact. You have never been on this show.
You don't invite me.
Rob, do not
No,
try to
it's
lie
not-
again.
No, I'm not. I didn't lie the first time, by the way. But so it's cool to get you on, man, because I think people, and I'll tell you why. That I don't know that I've had you on the show before, but I got to really talk to you just recently when we were in Tomball. We sat and had some beers and we talked a little bit, and that was my first time to actually.
I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. She was killing me in that mini skirt.
Woo! That
That's
was
legal.
the man, Pablo the Whistle.
That was the whistle.
Pablo the Whistle. That was
The
awesome.
Whistle.
Thank you, Paul.
That was for all your viewing
And it's
pleasure.
nothing to do with you, but some people just give off "don't talk to me" kind of vibes, and I felt like that with you. But you're completely the opposite side of that, and I think you're just quiet, and you just stick to yourself, and people that know you, you're cool with, and people that don't know you, I don't know if you go out of your way to say hello or what, but that's kind of why. And I was like, man. I was like, do y'all know Todd? I was like, yeah. I was like, man, I got to get no Todd. He's really cool.
Yeah, right?
And they were like, really? I was like, yeah, he's a cool dude. Go talk to him. 'Cause we don't really approach it because you were just like, whatever.
I let it go. I just let it fly.
Yeah, you just let it fly. But so no, you've been at this for a long, long time. Obviously, late '80s.
Yes.
And you've been very successful at this. So, what does barbecue mean to you? Like, how's it affected your family? What do you do? You know?
Well, me and my wife, in 2010, my wife, now, she was cooking as well. So her name was Single Barrel Cookers.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
So
That should be different. You should be single barrel. She should be double barrel for obvious reasons.
Yeah. So, but it just
Did y'all get that,
we was
guys?
doing
Did y'all
around
get that?
30-something cook-off, and I kind of burned her out. Plus the meat got so high and entry fees got so high.
Right.
So she was doing really good. She was beating me a lot. So she said, well, let's just help each other out and just run the recipes together. And that's what we did. Started one team, stayed with one team.
Is that where double barrel came from?
No, we was both. I was double barrel. She was single barrel when we started.
Oh, so you won the vote for the official name.
Yes.
Hey, Todd, tell us a little bit about your seasonings, your rubs that you have, and when did you start that? When did you decide that you wanted to put together your
Well,
own
I got it
thing?
with Aaron, and he basically wanted out, so I took it over, and I changed it a little bit. But Changa's changed a little bit. I got a new packer. A lot of guys were saying it was too hot, so I made it a little bit sweeter.
It was a little backstory. Back in 2016, I think.
Yeah.
I was cooking with a team, an ex, and they never heard of pork pachanga. And I was Googling a lot and following barbecue stuff, and I ran it on some ribs.
Yes.
And I actually placed like 10 ribs, I think, if I recall. But that's where I came in. I always thought it was kind of a little, like
hot.
you had to use another layer on
Yes,
top of it to take
you had
away from
to.
the heat.
Yeah, I have noticed a little change in it, but hey, it. What do you think the change is? It just backed off the heat, or is that all it is?
Yes, backed off the heat. It's a little bit finer than it was. It sweats a lot faster. And the El Jefe, I added a little bit more salt to it because I like salt in brisket. And that's why I came with the brisket one with the pepper, with the sea salt, and add the El Jefe with it on top.
How about the El Pollo? That thing was really spicy.
Yes.
A little went a long way. Is that
And
still true?
I made it a little bit finer
Okay.
than it used to be.
What's your favorite?
I like these three. The Pollo Loco is my least, but I still run it. But the Changa and the brisket rub and El Jefe is the top three. But
Did I
Pollo
call it
Loco
El
is.
Pollo? Yeah, it's Pollo Loco.
It's Pollo
Yeah.
Loco.
That's right. I said El
I mean,
Pollo.
you should know that. You're crazy. It's
But
crazy.
the guys last weekend, he ran it straight up, right out the bottle, and hit a first place chicken with
So,
it.
Todd, if you have cooks out there that are looking for your rubs and want to use some of this, are you in any local barbecue stores?
He's
or is
all
this
over.
just
Yeah,
online? Is it everywhere?
I'm at Dustin's. I'm at Eric Leland's online in Manor.
Oh, hey, Eric Leland. That's where I used to get all my rubs from, by
Yes.
the way.
And down in Alice, I got a guy down in Alice.
Oh, wow.
Plus,
You're just kind of all over. Nice.
Yeah. Plus my own website, so they can buy it on there as well.
Okay.
How can they find it? What's the website?
What's your website?
DoubleBarrelBarbecueRubs.com.
Very nice. All right, Todd. So what are you out here doing? How long have you known Stacy, and how'd you get involved with this crew?
I met Stacy about maybe 5 years ago through Robert.
Yeah.
That's how I met him.
Yeah, you and Robert and that crew, y'all traveled the scene, the circuit quite a bit for a little while.
Yes.
Brad's a good friend of yours as
Yes.
well, Hall and Neck, and him and his wife kind of cook. So
Yes.
were y'all running as a foursome at one time at all?
No, I met Brad through the hauling industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, so you have a real job.
Do what?
You have a real, did you say the oil industry? As I tell you?
Hauling.
Hauling.
Hauling. Okay,
Yes.
so you haul.
Trucking
Like,
business.
We all have real jobs that we have to do.
Oh yeah, still do that.
Is that hard to balance? I mean, do you find that you don't get to cook as much as you would like just because you have to balance cook-offs with work, or do you have a pretty flexible schedule?
I got pretty flexible.
Nice.
Very nice. All right, so what's your mindset coming in here? You obviously coming to win. You've been winning a lot, so this is nothing new to you.
Yep. Hope I do as good as I did
How are
3
you
years
liking
ago.
that extra meat with pork?
Oh, I love it.
Do you?
I like pork better than chicken.
Like tasting wise, or you just like cooking it better?
Cooking it better.
Yeah,
And I used to hate pork.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's why I never did KCBS. 'Cause I didn't like pork.
What kind of got you over the hump? How did that change your mind, or what happened there? Just doing it more.
I went to Leander. No, not Leander. New Braunfels. Not when CBA started.
Yep.
And, Fred does a class every now and then, whatever.
Yep.
And I did a little class with him up there at that cook-off, and turned me all around on pork.
I tell people all the time, we don't come out of the womb knowing how to do this shit.
Yeah.
You always have to have some little direction or some push to
Yeah.
help you. Like, okay, well, all right, and then you kind of form your own techniques and procedures and whatnot. So
Yeah, and
I'm glad
Robert
to hear
helped me
that.
a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. You have some good mentors and good people that you can lean on and talk to as well. You got a question?
No, I was just saying how advantageous do you think those classes are?
Oh, they're really nice. But I never took a barbecue class in my life.
Never.
That's the first guy I went and listened
Did you
to.
just kind of watch the
Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean,
I've never took a
you've
class.
probably been doing it enough years that you didn't have to.
Yeah, what it is, you listen, when people start drinking, they start telling stories. That's what my wife was good about, because she
always-
remembered everything. I couldn't remember nothing. So
People
she
that are watching-
She was writing notes.
She was writing notes.
Nice.
people that watch the show, I always tell them, shut up and listen, man.
That's
Just
it.
shut up and listen. And like these shows, you can always pick up nuggets and whatnot.
Yeah.
But very cool, man. Hey, good to spend a few minutes with
Yeah.
you. You know,
Good.
we're here with Team Big Horn. We're all a group this weekend, so I'm excited to get to know you even a little better than the little bit that we do know each other. But congratulations on all your success. I hope
right.
the Rubs are doing well. Just leave them there. I'll bring them back to you.
Yeah,
I'm
doing
sure
good.
someone will replace them eventually.
Yeah, somebody. I think Holy Smoke's coming up next, but.
Yeah, I ain't worried about Robert. No, he's a good guy. No.
All right, there he was.
All right, thank you.
Todd Nelson, Double Barrel Cookers. Thank you very much for coming on the So Smoke Good
Thank
Show.
y'all.
That's his first time on. I don't believe Adam's his first time on.
Yeah, we're going to
All
have to
right.
do some searching.
Real quick, let's get some shout outs to some people that are watching right now. Johnny Mag's still in the house, I hope. Brent Brodus, got to meet him at the Rec Tech Academy. That was really nice. Kevin Caldwell, Carmen Breeden, Stephen Williams, Kevin Wise, Jason Druin. This show still sucks. I know. Candy Baines, she's got an event next week in Tomball
Yes,
at the
she does.
Tomball VFW. The Our Heroes Wear Combat Boots. I should be over there. Anthony Katea, what's up, Anthony? Michelle Castillo.
Michelle has moved positions. She
I
is
can
now
see-
right in front of us.
I can see her. Hector Cienega, thank you very much. Mad Woodback, Steven. All right, let's see. CB Barbosa, Bobby Stewart, and Jeff Dennison. What is up, guys? Derek Bernal. All right, Sarah Starr. What is up, guys? All right, that's the rundown. We're going to get our next guest on. I'm going to do a quick sponsor spot, but we're going to get our next guest on. That'll be Kevin Caldwell with Holy Smoked Spice Company and Holy Smoked
Here comes
Cookers.
the new ones.
Come on, Kevin, bring them up.
I'm going to run a sponsor spot.
I am right now. Boom.
Shout out to our great sponsors, Rec Tech, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, LC Barbecue, Rick's RV Rentals and Repairs, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Jay Harding and Company, Texas Oil Dust, Bullprint Wraps and Graphics, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Good Show.
Good stuff.
All right, thank you, sponsor. All right,
Oh,
thank
here we
you,
go. Here we go.
sponsors, for
Whoa, we got.
supporting
Look at
the
this.
So Smokin' Gooder Show.
What's up?
We got
Man
the
right
Worms in the house as well.
Everybody, what's up? To all my fans, everybody.
Everybody say hello.
Hello,
He's got
guys.
quite
Hey.
a crowd out here.
How do you
It's
say it?
popular.
Hello, all my fans out there. We love you guys.
Hey, get them to clap. Get them.
So there's really only 3 people out here, but they're being loud enough to make it sound like 100.
This is my 10th year.
10th year. Oh, shit. I'm 10th year. I'm sorry.
10th year. Oh, the Worm. I miss Grandpa.
Hey, what's up, Grandpa? Look at the hair. Love you guys.
Hey, sit tight. I'm going to bring you on. I got to talk to Kevin here. We'll get you on. We'll get the Worm back on here in just a minute. There's a lot of people out here, guys. If we could turn this camera around, we'll do it here in a minute. But, again, we're here at the Big Horn compound here at the Alvin Music Festival. Over 160 at last count. I think there were 170 at the end.
Hey, we change our numbers when we want to.
That's right.
Just by the way.
There's 500 people here.
I mean,
Because
500 teams. I think we got.
when we
500.
went, I was like, remember when I won that contest and there were like 500,
Absolutely.
550 people here?
It's like a fish story.
That's
It's like viewers. How many viewers do we have right
we
now?
have about 19,000. 19,000. It got up higher.
One of them's me.
Kevin came on and they all dropped out. I don't know what's going on. No, I'm just messing. All right, Kevin Caldwell, Holy Smoke Spice Company and Holy Smoke Cookers. It's kind of a spice show. We'll get to that in just a minute.
All right.
Kevin, let's talk about your barbecue journey. Where are you at for people? Remind people who you are, where you're at, where'd you start, and where you at up to now, right now.
Started in 2016 out of Magnolia, Texas. I guess I was in Cypress back then, and used to do a bunch of backyards.
Were you in Cypress back then?
I was in Cypress, I was down there in Spring Cypress and Telge. So,
my house.
Yeah. So then moved over to IBCA a little bit. Won Danny Dietz. That was one of those flukes, accidental.
Can we talk about Danny Dietz?
Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
Because that was one of the first cooks that I joined Rob at after Houston. Without the big Houston show.
I was following y'all, wasn't I?
And we went to go turn in our brisket. We were, if you know Rob, you know that he waits till like the last second. So I thought we were going to be like the last team. And as we were walking out from turning our brisket, I see this guy just running in flip-flops as fast as he can.
Well, the flip-flops aren't there anymore.
He ran out.
They were gone.
And I think once you make it with like a half a second to spare.
It was close. It was close.
And then you turn around and
second with brisket, and we walked in ribs. You know, I'm gonna say that was Brian Fox's fault. Brian Fox offered me a ride. I came out of the trailer and I'm yelling, Brian, Brian, as I'm watching him just drive away.
Yeah, he had a golf cart that week.
Yeah, he did, a gas-powered golf cart, yeah.
Is that your benchmark win still at this moment, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's still the biggest one I've won. I've had some good wins, but that one's still, even though I know back then my barbecue wasn't where it's at now, like I really don't think I should have won it there, is what they wanted. It's still the biggest thing. I mean, it was my first big win, all the people that were there, and yeah, I'm still hanging on that one pretty strong.
That's awesome. We were just getting to know each other at that point. I was super proud of you guys for doing that, and you know, that I've said it many times on the show, that's still my Achilles heel where I had yet to walk. I've had some big walks at bigger stages, but
until this
just
year,
that
Rob,
one, I know.
We're going to do it.
We'll see.
This year.
Barbacoa Bandits this year will be our first time at Danny D's competition. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's a great one, man. And people always ask me, hey, what is one of your favorite events to do? And I mentioned a few of them, but that's always one that I include in.
It's up there.
It's up there. It means a lot. You know, having the SEAL wives there and just the meaning behind the whole event with you know, the Operation Red Wings. And so to win that, the trophies, and I've always said it, are like the best in all of barbecue.
The ore.
Where is that?
I have it. I have it. Yep.
Where is it?
It's in my office.
Oh, it's in your office.
It's in my office.
You mean
I look
Laura
at it every day.
hasn't mounted it on the living room wall yet?
You know, Laura.
I shine a light on that thing. That's kind of cool, man. That's really cool.
It's right there at my door. I walk past it every day. Laura doesn't take my awards. I think Laura's kind of gotten tired of how many awards there are. I've been blessed to have a bunch of awards.
Wow.
Not like that. But she's started mounting a few of them, but she really wanted me to take them to the office. So my office is a shrine.
That's awesome.
Okay, so yeah, you can't take over her living room decor, is
No,
what you're saying.
actually, recently she started mounting them up in the living room, and I was like, really?
So awards on the wall are kind of like
deer heads, people who hunt and fish.
I got them. You watch my show, obviously I got awards on the wall, but it's kind of cool. Like it's kind of like a points chase, right?
Yeah.
Where you put your best 10 out there, and then you knock them 9th and 10th ones off. It's kind of like the awards wall. It's like I can't put them all out there. You know, hey, you know, first place in 2017. You gotta come down. That was too long ago. Now let's put some newer shit up there. So no, that's cool, man. That's a cool deal. All right, so you have had a lot of success in barbecue.
I've had a pretty good run.
You and I feel like we're on same tier of cooks. You know, we can win an event. We can win a big ass event. We can also get our ass whooped at the same event the very next day.
Yep.
You know, in a double. So, you know, where's your head at as far as where you're at right now coming into this event? You know, 160 teams.
So I've gotten to a point where I feel like I make good barbecue. I've learned that, you know, what table you're on, all that matters. So I'm at the point now where as long as I execute the barbecue the way I want, I'm happy. I mean, we all want to walk, don't get me wrong, but I'm good with one walk. One walk at an event like this is amazing.
Yeah.
As long as I execute the barbecue fine, that's really all I can do. That's it.
I mean, that's all you can do. That's the only thing you have really control of is putting out a best product, and then whatever happens in the judging room is kind of out of our hands. You know, last week in Hempstead, I had what I felt was a damn good brisket. It's been walking all over the country, and I go to Hempstead, and I was super proud. I was like, you know how it is. There's some things when you put that, all right, when you close that box, you're like, that's fucking good. That's gonna get
like
me
your
home.
tapper brisket when I partied with you for the first time.
And I was like, that's fucking good. That's gonna do it. And then to get a comment, you know, a couple hours later, that tastes like pizza. Like, oh, right in the nuts is how that hit me. But you know, that's
Those
the way it is, man.
comments are golden.
The comments are great. You know, and I always said, hey, if I'm gonna get tanked, I better get a good comment. And that was a pretty good comment.
Yeah. Well, I think you got a Tantra comment
on
too.
The ribs, yeah, that's the opposite end, the other side of the spectrum. So that was good too.
But have you got a marriage proposal? Have you had somebody offer to leave their husband for you?
I have not. You know, that was a guy that said that, by the way.
Kevin, have you gotten a marriage proposal?
I did have. I had a marriage proposal, and I had a woman say she'd leave her husband for me.
Nice.
I hope it's a woman that said they'd leave their husband for me. I don't know these days.
Maybe we're being catfished.
Yeah.
But real quick, let's change gears with Kevin. Let's talk a little bit about his products.
We got to answer this one right here. So someone could show. Does that mean I have to take down my 2017 RGC? Absolutely
Never.
not.
Don't do it.
Unless you replace it with a 2022 RGC. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
but no.
it's kind of like when you have your 8-point on the wall. That's your best deer that you ever shot. You got that 8-point up there, along with a couple other ones. And then you go out there and you shoot the Big 10.
Yep.
What are you going to do? You're going to throw the 8-point off.
Later 8-point.
Here's my thing, though. You never take RGC or GC awards
Never.
down. You know, no matter what your walk is, RGC, GC, they stay.
No,
Absolutely.
You don't ever get rid of those.
All right, good question. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, moving on to your products. How long ago did you start making your own rubs, and what led you to do that? What made you say, you know what, I think I'm going to put together my own stuff and put it out there and see what happens?
Well, actually, so I used to have a teammate, David, and David was good at putting products together. He started bringing some rubs saying, hey, this is something I want to put together. Let's do this. And I want to say that was about 4 years ago. And we started competing with them for a while. Not long after Danny Dietz, we decided to try to just sell some just to help supplement some of it. We didn't expect it to sell much. It was just like, hey, let's make some money to help offset some of the cost. And, you know, he's since moved on. He's got his own product line, and we've added some more to it. But, yeah, I'd say about 4 years.
Yeah, you've been pretty successful. Are you in all 50 yet? States?
I believe we did hit all 50,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's really cool.
I think we did. So.
Do you find that you're, after a while, like, I know my favorite is Picoso.
Thank you.
I like the Picoso X, but Picoso is absolutely my hands down favorite for an SPG. But do you find that after a while, even though they're your rubs, you go, okay, I'm bored with this. I got to do something else. I got to tick it up a little bit. I got to add something.
Yeah, you do. We've got a new one that just came out, but yeah, I add some other people's rubs to it whenever I feel that it's kind of falling flat or needs something different. Like Rob's talking about his pork, you need something just a little different. I'll find another rub that complements it and add it to it. And
do you feel like that in the barbecue world, in the competition barbecue world, that the trends change and you have to change your rubs with those trends? I know my son shows animals, and over the years, what used to be a great market, show hog, which was real lean and fine, is now like a big fat show. Do you feel like it's the same way in barbecue competition? Those trends change?
Thick is in? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I hope so, because I'm kind of thick.
Yeah, I do. I think the flavors change. I don't think it changes as fast as like some of us think. Like sometimes we'll go do a cook-off and we'll do great, and like you said, the next one fall flat in your face. You're like, well, they must have wanted something different. I don't think it moves that fast.
So you think you
but
just
over
run
time,
it? You gotta, just because you walk one weekend and you tuck your tail the next weekend, that's not a reason to
You
turn
keep
around
going.
and change everything
No.
that you're doing.
Case in
rules
point,
three.
I'm turning in my pizza flavored brisket tomorrow, and we'll see how that
And
works.
we'll see if it's still pizza flavored.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out.
I will tell you all the truth on the next show.
There
I
you go.
promise.
Yes. All right, Kevin. So you had how many rubs are in your line now? And you just mentioned you have a new one.
yeah, we got Genesis, Foul Play, BFB, IG, Picoso X, and we just added one. Smoking Glazed had he brought me a rub and he said, hey, I want to do it. It's a really coarse SPG, We sat on it for about a year, tried it here and there, and I was like, it needs something. Well, what I did is I took the spice of Picoso and added it to it. And last weekend I ran it on both briskets and got 6th and 7th at Hempstead. So
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I should have used that because
it doesn't taste like pizza.
No, but I the next day I ran a straight salt and pepper blend.
Hot dog, that's good shit.
You like
that's that? That's like Picoso on steroids.
Yeah.
That's like Picoso on steroids a little bit, but it is definitely
really
not
good.
a fine grain. It's
No,
definitely
it's a
heavier
coarse
grain.
SPG,
Very
like a
coarse.
true Texas
But
SPG.
man,
Have you just ran it on a brisket
That's
just
amazing.
straight by itself?
Not straight. I'm still adding my other layers to it. I replaced Picoso with it as a base layer.
Yeah.
I did do a catering brisket with it.
I would like to see how it looks before you wrap. Just when it settles.
Yeah.
Does it put a good bark?
I bet it would put a
you
good
feel
bark.
like
It looks
with
like it would
the
put a
coarseness
really
of it. Nice.
bark. All right, Kevin. So how can they find your rubs? How can they find you?
You can go to holysmoke.com or you can look us up on Facebook. The best way to get my rubs is reach out to Laura Caldwell. I try to take credit for it, but to be honest with you, she's the heart and soul behind the company. She's the one that reaches
absolutely
out
is,
to everybody. She markets it, she makes it. I help here and there, and I just take credit for her hard work.
Yeah.
All right.
Laura's amazing. So I know she's not watching. She's busy up at the front working this event, but yeah, you have a great person by your side. Best teammate you could have. So
Absolutely.
kudos to Laura.
So, yeah.
All right, so this is kind of cool. So I did this spice show just so they'd leave this shit all over my counter.
Well, I'm just going to take this one. Kevin's not going to know that it's missing. It's
Kevin,
just
thanks.
gonna,
Good luck. We're all
disappear.
part of Team Big Horn. Let's go all and kick ass and represent.
Yes, sir. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, Bubba. All right, we're gonna bring our next guest on.
Well, they're getting they're getting tired. They're like, okay, I waited too long.
We're gonna bring on Alex Castro from Houston.
It's time for some new stuff up here. Oh, it's just water.
It's just water.
I said it's just water. I thought you were.
I'm gonna be like Cristiano Ronaldo.
This
here,
is a
some
first
water.
timer. A first timer to the show.
Tell us about this.
Very hydrating. Keeps you sober.
We got a first timer to the show, Alex Castro from Houston
What's up, guys?
BBQ, and I've said it on the show whenever I said your name. I was like, it's one of the coolest names because to me it inspires or it remembers a sports aspect. That's the Rockets font.
Yes, it is.
It
It's the Rockets colors.
I don't watch basketball, but I just noticed that.
Old school Rockets right there. The heyday, the glory
OG,
days, the Hakeem Olajuwon,
The
Otis
good days. The
Thorpe,
good days.
Vernon
Those were the
Maxwell, Robert Horry, Sam Cassell. Those Rockets.
Okay, now
back
you're
in the
aging
day.
us,
I know.
Rob.
Hashtag low smoke AP rub. I agree right there. Renee Gonzalez, thanks for tuning in. He's always in there. All right, so Alex, buddy, congratulations. You've been killing it out there on this barbecue.
Just luck, I guess.
No, it's not luck. It's not luck. We all know that it takes a lot of hard
You
work,
say
a lot
that.
of research, a lot of fails
Yes, a lot
to
of
get
fails.
to where
a lot of fails.
now you're enjoying the successes of learning those failures and taking notes and crafting your art. So talk
more
about
fails than anything else.
Do you sometimes feel like though that it really is a stroke of luck? Like, okay, I cooked the same thing the last 3 cooks and didn't hit a lick, and I did today, so maybe it is luck. Or do you start to question? Okay,
Yeah, of course. I'm
is
like
it good or?
getting up at 4 a.m. to come and cook offs and like, oh, why am I doing this?
absolutely, absolutely.
Like,
But
do
it's
I
fun,
still
but it's
love
fun.
it? Okay, I still love it, right?
Yeah.
Take it. What? Oh, does she need me right now? Oh, okay. We'll wrap this up. I'll be
No
there.
problem, no problem.
My wife needs it, so we'll wrap this up here in just a little bit. But look at old Todd's taking his shit.
Todd's making sure we don't take any of his stuff.
He's not leaving. All right, so you've been doing really well in the Metro Go Texan events,
yeah.
and that has allowed you, when you do well in that arena, you're allowed to go and cook Houston.
Right.
Was that a purpose, conscious effort to go and cook those to get into Houston when you started doing that?
The first year I didn't even know. I just cooked them. So I got invited to cook, and then a buddy of mine told me like, if I do so many, if you qualify, if you get enough points, you get to go to Houston. I'm like, cool.
So was that your motivation? Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll all do it.
Yeah.
So you got to compete last year, right? Not this
first
past
year was 2020.
First year is 2020, and then they didn't have it last year in 2021.
And then this year.
So this is your second year.
Yeah.
And talk about your results, man. That was pretty awesome.
8th place chicken, 7th place brisket.
Nice.
Reserve grand champion on the Go Texan.
That's awesome.
Wow,
man.
that's amazing. I mean, that's not a small feat.
Hell no.
That is such a vast competing world, and it's definitely not anything small. Did you feel like you kind of like got your second wind after that?
Yeah, man, I did. I sure did. I was telling the team that I just want one of those banners,
Yeah,
that's all I got.
The finalist banners?
Yeah,
So
that's
that kind of gave you a breath of fresh air, and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I'll keep doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. And then 2 weeks later, I went to do another one, and we got good results on that one.
Nice.
And today I'm here. See what
So where
happens.
does a RGC for Metro Go Texan rank you in the whole overall? You were still
It was
on top.
fifth overall.
Fifth overall. That's
Wow.
fucking badass.
What
So talk
an
about.
amazing accomplishment.
I always like to ask you guys that have those finalist banners, and you get that experience. So talk about that moment. Where were you? And
I was
how
in
did you
shock,
know
dude.
they were
I was in
coming?
shock.
When did you know that was for you? They were there for you.
I was gonna say, when did it sink in? Was it a day later, a couple days later, or?
Yeah, like the next day I was just chilling and then like saw the trophy. I'm like, oh, yeah, I won that.
But talk
Wow.
about that moment when they were coming, hooting and hollering. Did you know they were coming for you, or
No, man, that guy was walking and I'm like, he kept going straight. He kind of passed our gate and then he turned around and like, oh, you motherfucker. Okay.
And you can't have kids watch this show. We say
He
bad
was
words.
jacking with you, dude? That's
Yes, he
awesome.
was.
So
And then I just grabbed one and then he like handed me the other one like, oh, okay, 2 of them. That's all.
wow, no
Yeah.
one.
Then you got a second one. That's
Yeah.
cool, dude.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Wow. How long have you been? Did you ask him how long have you been doing this?
No.
5 years.
5 years. When you first started, was it just for fun? Just hey, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna compete and kind of have
Yeah,
a good
just for
time.
fun. Just for fun.
And when you started hitting, did you feel like I got to get a little more serious about this? Like,
Yeah.
okay, I might have something here.
Well, I just do it like whenever I can. I got little ones and stuff. They got sports and
Okay.
stuff. But whenever I can get away, that's what I'm doing a cook-off that weekend.
All right, so where's your head at right now? I've been asking everybody, how's your mindset coming into this event? Over 160 teams. Just gonna do your thing. and
Yeah, I just
roll.
compete, cook for myself, and
Yeah.
So you
don't
don't
even
really
think about
yeah.
30-something teams.
You haven't done a lot of CBAs. How do you feel about pork?
This is the first one I've done.
Okay, first.
Yeah,
How
I
you
watched
feel?
a lot of YouTube videos
Yeah?
on it.
Are you? I'm sure it's kind of a question mark for you right now, but if you have any questions, you can come over to me. I know how to do it, so let me know. But how you feel about it right now? Are you
I'm
nervous?
gonna treat it like a little bit. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, like on the pork
How
side.
do
Yeah.
you feel with the camaraderie with other cooks out here? The fact that you can go to another cook and say, "Hey, man, I need a little help on this," or "What do you think about this injection?" Or "What do you feel comfortable with that? Do you feel like that the guys out here, the cooks out here, are all willing to just put out a helping hand with each other?
Everybody is super cool about it. Like Jess Letterman, he told me how to kind of trim it up and stuff like that. I took what's his name, Phil's class, and
Yeah.
I remember a little bit of that because
Right.
I have a ADD, so I kind of like my mind kind of wanders.
You didn't write. If I don't write it down, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I messaged him a couple. Hey, what did you put there next?
Hey man, well I'm excited. I love saying your name on our show whenever you do well. And,
appreciate it, yeah.
Hope we get to say your name again next week for this event.
Hopefully.
As reserve right behind me, that'd be fun. But, but hey, congratulations, much success. We'll
Thank
get
you,
you
thank
on
you.
the show on a Wednesday because I do want to have more questions for you, but we're trying to keep this short, sweet. Because I got one more guest I want to get on before I wrap up and go help my wife. Apparently, she needs some Chucky muscles.
Yeah.
So.
All right, man. Thanks
Alex
a lot.
Castro, thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
Houston
Thanks
Great having you on.
Barbecue again. Coolest logo besides that one.
Absolutely.
But coolest logo
Absolutely.
and cool name.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, Bubba.
Peace.
All right, we got one more guest to get on. Britt Davis with Cinco D. Uh-oh, what happened to the little thing? It's all right. Just put it there.
All right, Cinco D in the house.
Cinco D in the house. All right, Britt. First time on the show.
First
Introduce
time.
yourself. Where you from? When you get started? How'd you find yourself in this crazy world of barbecue, bro?
All right. So, Britt Davis. I am originally from Eagle Pass. Live in La Pryor, Texas right now. We're called Cinco D Cookers because 5D was my brand back when I was ranching cattle and all of that.
Go Britt!
So we did a little cook-off up in Lakey, Texas one weekend, and we took a first in ribs and we were hooked.
Nice.
And it's been downhill ever since.
do you when you get hooked, when you win that first one and you get hooked and you go all out, man, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go get the pits and I'm gonna get the seasonings and I'm gonna take the pots, and then you go to the next one and you fall flat on your face. Is it like, oh crap?
Yeah,
I just spent all this money.
That's a true story.
Do you feel like that?
Yes. You back up, reassess, figure out where'd you go wrong, and that's a problem. I mean, you start panicking and you start buying everybody's products, and you just start slinging powder and stuff on everyone's stuff, on your stuff, trying to figure it out, and you can't.
No.
But and I'm going to say something. And Rob is an open book, and it's guys like this out on the trail that help us out and invite you into their trailer and ask questions. Mentors and you and Robert Smith and
put
Roddy.
you on the spot and make you cook fajitas.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah, exactly tonight. Yeah, she hands me the stuff. Oh, you're cooking fajitas tonight, and I'm like, whoa.
Well, we decided that because he said fajitas like a person that knew how to cook fajitas.
And I knew where he's from, and he says he didn't say fajita. Yeah, I'll do fajitas. No, he said fajitas. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, Britt, fajitas.
You're cooking this shit just because you said it correctly.
And we did,
and it was great. It was really good.
Well, I appreciate that.
I appreciate kind words. That's all. Yeah, we'd love guys like myself and Rob. We'd love to help you guys out, but I'm excited for your journey, and I love seeing guys succeed. I love seeing guys that go out there. I think the barbecue gods are. They know what they're doing. Like you said, first time out, you go out there, hit first place ribs. All right, we got another one.
Yes.
We got another one to get hooked up, and they're fishing, and they get you, and they throw that bait out there, and you get it, and then you're hooked. Just like all of us. A lot of us have had that same story. But talk about your journey up to now. Where you at right now? How you feel?
Right now, I feel pretty good. We cooked a couple weekends ago up at Hempstead. We did the backyard blowout.
Yep.
Nice.
We got a third place. We were less than half a point off a reserve.
Yep.
Wow.
Less than 1.5 points from Grand. And
wow.
that was a great field of cooks.
It's another one that keeps coming back.
And especially at that one, all your judges were. World champions, ex-world champions, stand-in world. I mean, the judging was brutal. The comments were tough, but you got to take them and learn.
I would love to get judged by fellow peers.
Yeah.
That tell you, hey, this is what I would do different, or you need more of this or this and that, or hey,
and I tell
back
you,
off on this, make it more tender or whatever.
And I tell you what, I think the best comment I got was from Fred Robles during the meeting. Look for the middle. Don't go extreme and don't go below.
Yeah.
Look for that middle, and that's the thing right there. Because as a new cook, I've only been doing this really seriously for about 2 years.
What was your hobby before this?
Hobby? Woodworking. Stuff like that.
Raising boys.
Raising my sons, my grandkids. That was my hobby.
So it's kind of a competitive hobby, though. How do you feel? Isn't it kind of cool?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But as competitive as it is, look around you. Everyone gets along. Everyone uses everything. Hell, I was using Robert Smith's PK for my fajitas tonight for your steak. Yeah. I mean, everyone shares. Everyone gets along. If you're missing a seasoning, hey, buddy, you got this, and it's there. I mean,
you need a pan, you need cutting board, you need onion, you need seasoning, you need a sauce.
100%. Everybody is.
That is very important. I'm glad you said that. Brought that back up to the forefront. That is very important. That is one of the reasons everybody does get along, and we're all buddies, and we all want to win. But we always like to see everybody else win.
Yes.
You hear at awards, everybody's clapping for each other.
What they say is, here's my seasoning, but I hope you walk after me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. And my wife, she's CBA rep now.
Yep.
So,
Laura Davis.
So I can't just actually support her, but I got put to work by y'all.
Yeah.
So that's the way it works.
We did, Laura. We just.
And
That's awesome, man. All right, well, let's wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
You're the closer. I tried to get Stacy on, but I got to get. And so we're here with Big Horn in the Big Horn compound with Tracy Brenneman's group. How do you feel about it? Isn't this kind of cool scene right here?
Oh, man. Wow. Look at this. This is phenomenal.
It is cool.
It is phenomenal.
Unfortunately, I haven't showed them. So you can go point that camera that way for a second.
Yeah, pan this out. This is phenomenal out
So you're going to pan this out, and we'll show you guys exactly where we are. Yeah, so we got a big old tent. You're not going to be able to walk too far.
Yeah.
But there we go. We got a big tent. We got people watching this show. And, there's a compound back there. That's Stacy's trailer back there. You got Latin Gringo next to me, Robert Smith, Holy Smoke, Amp, Tim White is here. Quite a few people are over here, so we're excited to be here.
Yes, sir.
So Brent, thanks for taking the time for a few minutes, and welcome to the show.
Yes,
brother.
yes.
Good luck on fajitas.
Yes. Hope we hear our name last.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, Rob. I know you gotta go.
All right. Well, that was fun.
It was great.
With a bunch of people. You did awesome.
I know Rob's asked me several times to co-host, and I'm always a little bit nervous, but it was fun.
I think you did a great job, guys. Put her in the comment. Y'all like to see Shell do some more co-hosting. I think she's done a great job. I think she'd be great at it. That's for certain. She asked a lot of good questions. You asked a lot of good questions tonight, Shell.
Thank you. I was just winging it.
You did great. Hey, but thanks for everybody for watching this thing. We're over an hour, unannounced, on a random Friday. A lot of people have a lot going on a Friday. We're all here at the event. But yeah, I got to run. I got to go use all this big boy muscle and apparently help out my wife. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the So Smoking Gooder Show. You guys know where to be on Wednesdays, right here, 8 o'clock on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch platforms. Next weekend, there's a great event out in Tomball. It's Our Heroes Wear Combat Boots event, and that's at Tomball VFW. Candy Baines is in the comments. You can reach out to her tonight, or you can go on to cbabbq.com and register for that event. I should be there. If I'm there, I think maybe you'll join us as well.
Maybe so. We'll see what next weekend brings. But hey, if you're out there and you're looking for some CBA events to go to, make sure you check out the CBA website. Go on Facebook. Check out the CBA Facebook page. Man, there's so many great cook-offs coming up. It doesn't matter where you live in the state of Texas. There's going to be one near you, so go check it out.
Not just CBA. Check out ibca.org and I think outlawbbq.com. I know that case.
I think that's new.
It is new.
Okay.
It is new. Jeff Dennison, what's up? Texas Red Dirt Cookers. We'll see you guys next weekend in Tomball as well. So, all right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap up this impromptu, unannounced party cam show here from the Big Horn camp at the Alvin Music Festival. Hopefully, Bullhorn will get some walks, and we'll be celebrating next week. I'd love to say my name. As a grand champ. I've done it once.
Or I can get on and say Rob.
I've done it more than once, but I've done it. It's been a little while. I think I did it last October. I need to do it again.
All right.
Do it again. All right, let's do it.
All right, go help your wife.
All right, guys. Y'all take care. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, 8 o'clock, right here on the So Smoking Gooder Show on our YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. All right, guys. Late.